Hey, it's Nate with another piano tutorial. Today we're going to do Wagon Wheel by Old Crow Medicine Show. Darius Rucker also did a great version of this that is maybe even more famous. And the chorus was actually taken from an unfinished Bob Dylan song, so lots of names involved in this one. When I think of this song, I have memories of acoustic guitars around the campfire, but today we're going to do an awesome and easy piano version. I'll give you a quick preview of how it's going to sound, and then we'll dive right in.
Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me.
All right, so let's learn the chords we're going to need for this song. And the good news is it's the same chord progression over and over and over again in this song for the verse, the chorus, and the instrumental sections. That said, I still recommend you download the chords and lyrics chart. I put a link in the description. That'll help you follow along and see where these chords line up with the words. So here is that chord progression. It's just 8 measures long. We're in 4/4 time, so each one of those measures gets 4 counts. Let's start with that A. It's gonna look like this. So left hand with the thumb can play a A. This is like a little more than 2 octaves below the middle C. And then in the right hand, we're gonna do an E, an A, and a C sharp. This is an inversion on a typical A major chord. Now we're gonna go to an E major chord. The left hand can go to the 4th finger for that single bass note, and then the right hand can kind of collapse down. So your thumb is gonna stay on E, and then we're gonna have G sharp and a B as well for that. Next up, we've got F sharp minor. So we're coming right up here, 3rd finger on F sharp in the left hand with a F sharp, an A, and a C sharp in the right. To finish off this line, we got a D major. Left hand can play a D, low D with the pinky here. And then I'm just gonna go like this for the right hand. So thumb stays on F sharp, and then we go up and have an A and a D as well. Notice I'm using my 2nd finger here. It fits the shape a little better. So with the counting, that's gonna be like A, 2, 3, 4, E, 2, 3, 4, F sharp minor, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4. Now we've got the second line back to A, 2, 3, 4, E, 2, 3, 4. But then for this D, I think I'm going to just do a root position D where the whole hand just steps down, the exact same shape as the E, and comes down there for D, F sharp, and A. And we have 2 measures of that D, D, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, before it just loops around again. Using those 2 different versions for the D is definitely optional. You could pick whichever one comes easier to you. The reason I did it is coming off that F sharp minor, it's a really smooth transition to keep the thumb on that, and the brightness we get from that higher D note is nice there. However, when we get to the end of the second line, we're already in this E shape, so it's a really smooth transition there, and there's something nice about getting that lower, kind of more grounded sounding chord at the end of the progression. But yeah, it's up to you, and I bet I will accidentally interchange some of them at some point during my full cover anyway. So soon I will show you some rhythm options, but let's just sing through the first couple lines of the first verse so you can see how that all fits.
Heading down the south to the land of the pines, thumbing my way into North Carolina, staring up the road and pray to God I see headlights.
And like I mentioned, this is the exact same thing for the chorus.
Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me.
Cool. So if you want to just keep it stripped down like that, just holding down the chords, that totally works. I'm going to add a little bit more rhythm now, where I am going to split the left and right hand up. I'm going to play the left hand on beats 1 and 3, and I'm going to play the right hand chords on beat 2 and 4. It's just looping it on that first A chord. It would sound like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So just take it like that, get the hang of that rhythm, and once it feels kind of easy, you can just go around 1, 2, 3, 4, E, 2, 3, 4, F sharp minor, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, E, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4. And now that we've talked about that rhythm, I want to just circle back and talk about the intro to the song because we kind of skipped over that. So it's interesting. The Old Crow Medicine Show version starts by doing the full progression through twice. It does the first line of the first time through. It's a little bit more chill. The drums haven't kicked in yet. So I'll probably just hold the left hand bass notes and still do 2 and 4 on the right hand, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Just through the first line. And then when you get to the second line, start doing the full back and forth. So they do the full progression twice, and there's some like fiddles going on there. The Darius Rucker version just does that first line once stripped back, and then does only one time through the progression. So his version has 12 measures of introduction, while Old Crow Medicine Shows has 16 measures of introduction. Because it's just me and piano, I'm actually going to shorten it even more. I'm just going to do one time through the progression while having the first line be that a little bit more stripped down rhythm. If I had a fiddle player or a lead guitar player with me or anything, I would probably extend it out. So really, we've already talked about everything you know to jump in and do a cover of this song. One thing I want to explore is on the instrumental sections in the recorded versions of this song, there's either fiddles or guitar solo. And when it's just me and piano and it's the same chord progression the whole time, those instrumental sections start to sound kind of just more of the same. So I'm going to just kick it up a notch here. This is totally optional. This is what my instrumental sections are going to sound like. So first off, I took my right hand up an octave, kept the left hand down, so we get the bright, high right hand, and we still get that power from the left hand. You could just do that and keep the same rhythm, and it would still kind of differentiate those sections in a nice way. I'm doing this fast rhythm where I'm thinking in eighth notes, so instead of just 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm thinking 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then I'm breaking up the right hand into kind of two parts, the lowest note with the thumb and then the top two notes. And I'm doing this rhythm where I do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so in the right hand on and 2 and we do bottom, top, bottom, and then same thing at the end of the measure on and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 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 and 4 and if you want, you can put a little bit of a swing on it. So instead of just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you could kind of go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and it's just kind of dividing the beat, not exactly even, but you can kind of just do it by feel and see what feels right if you do this part. And coming out of the second longer instrumental, we have the final verse. On both recordings, it strips down there, so no rhythm at first. So that's going to be walking to the south, out of Roanoke, I caught a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long tote, but he's heading west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee, and I gotta get a move on before the sun. So that's where on the Old Crow Medicine Show it kicks back in. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Just note that the Darius Rucker version, he actually keeps it stripped down and chilled out for a bit longer until the final choruses. And speaking of that, the final chorus is a double chorus, and then the different versions of the song end differently. The Darius Rucker version goes back to kind of an instrumental and goes around a few times. I think it fades out, actually. The Old Crow Medicine Show version just ends on an A as soon as that second chorus is done. So from the end of the last chorus, rock me mama like the wind and the rain, rock me mama like a southbound train, hey mama rock me, and then maybe slowing down a little bit here and then ending on this A. I might even do a low octave there just to get a little bit of power out of the final moment. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do my version that way. You can totally just pick and choose which little details from the different versions you like best for your version. Thank you for sticking with me. I am now going to do a full cover so you can see how this all fits together. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Click the little bell so you'll know when I put out more videos like this. Have a poke around the channel as well and see what other songs I've done already that you might want to do. If you have something you really want to learn that you don't see on my channel, feel free to leave a comment requesting it. Also give the video a thumbs up. Anyway, here's my version of Wagon Wheel.
Heading down south to the land of the pines, thumbing my way into North Carolina, staring up the road and pray to God I see headlights. I made it down the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers, and I'm hoping for Riley I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Running from the cold up in New England, I was born to be a fiddler in an old-time string band. My baby plays a guitar, I pick a banjo now. Oh, the North Country winters keep getting me down. I lost my money playing poker, so I had to leave town. But I ain't a turning back to living that old life no more. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Walking to the south, out of Roanoke, I caught a trucker out of Philly, he had a nice long tote. But he's heading west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee. And I gotta get a move on before the sun. I hear my baby calling my name, and I know that she's the only one. And if I die in Riley, at least I will die free. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Oh, rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Oh, so rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound